Scanning for audio.
Welcome to a Tin Dog podcast. I've been a bad podcaster because I've never reviewed books from the series that I'm about to start today. Yes, work continues on Jane of the Air, and Geek Myths will be with you sooner than you think. But it's these glorious set of 4 books that have just arrived that I want to share with you, oh dear and probably attractive listener. Yes, these are perhaps the single greatest incarnation, iteration or subgenre of Doctor Who of all time. Now, it's a series of books, and I'll grant you that I never got round to reviewing or indeed owning the first 4. And I was wrong. I should have done this. I should have been there for you. Please forgive me. Because this is perhaps the greatest version of Doctor Who ever. Yes, better than Big Finish, better than TV Doctor Who, because here we have the very essence of all time travel fun, boiled down to perfection. I am, of course, talking about the series of books that aren't by Roger Hargreaves, but are by his son Adam. Yes, it's the Mr. Men books. And this year sees the release of 4 new ones. Every day this week I will be reviewing an individual tale because I don't want to spoil it by doing them all at once. So welcome to the first of 4 Tin Dog podcasts talking about the Mr. Men books. Now, if you live outside the UK, you might or might not know the Mr. Men. Originally, for me, the series was a series of about 36 books originally. It became about 50. Roger Hargreaves eventually died. Adam took over. And they are a series of rather crude, rather marvellous line drawings. It's crude in the artistic sense rather than crude in the... Yes, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. And anyway, basically they've combined the Mr. Men story style with Doctor Who, producing a series of books. This year we've got the Doctor 2nd, Doctor 7th, Doctor 8th and Doctor 9th. Today is the glorious Doctor 2nd. Because on the front you've got the purple Mr. Man, that is the 2nd Doctor. He has his recorder, he has his Beatles mop-top haircut, and he has a pair of shoes. That's it. And he's a bit purple. But of course, the greatest thing about this whole story is that it's boiled down the purity of the 2nd Doctor. It's become the very essence of his time with us. Yes, you can hear Troughton doing all of the voices, but it's got Jamie in it. It's got Victoria. And they look like the people, and they are so incredibly simplistic, using iconography. But you know what? This is the second time I've tried to record this review, and I enthused and went on about this far too much, and I became practically some art historian, trying to sell you this as some incredible version of Doctor Who. But it is an incredible version of Doctor Who. It's fun. And that's what's been missing a lot from Doctor Who of late. So in this very small 32-page booklet, approximately, you've got the Yeti, you've got the Great Intelligence, you've got the 2nd Doctor unable to steer his TARDIS, and you know what? It just works. It's funny, it's frivolous, it's glorious, and it's well worth putting on your Christmas list. So tomorrow, I'll be talking about Doctor 7. But until then, be seeing you. That was the Doctor Who Tin Dog podcast, available on iTunes, YouTube, Twitter, RSS, Vimeo, and across the internet. Doctor Who and its associated properties are all copyright and trademark of the BBC. No infringement is intended. Why not become a supporter by visiting patreon.com/tindog. Contact the show on tin-dog@hotmail.co.uk. The Tin Dog Podcast is a founder member of the Doctor Who Podcast Alliance.